Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, da Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill, I bring you more updates coming from Biafran Prime Minister's official Twitter handle. As you can see on the screen, our gallant men have changed their game in defending Biafra land and protecting our people, because Biafra land belongs to us. When you're fighting for your freedom from the hands of the oppressors, you don't need to be soft. You need to be more aggressive. You need to be more strong. Like, you need to have that stone heart when you're fighting for your freedom. You don't need to be soft, because those oppressing you don't want you to be free. They want you to continue being enslaved and marginalized in your own land. They don't want you to have a say in your land. They don't want you to have peace in your land. So our gallant men have changed the game, and Biafran Prime Minister posted this on his official Twitter handle. So before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. So Biafrans, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill, Biafran Prime Minister posted this. Like I've always said, I'll be bringing every update from Biafran Prime Minister's official Twitter handle, because he's our Prime Minister and he's the only one in charge and the commander of our army. He's the only one in charge. So whichever update he brings on his official Twitter handle will update Biafrans all over the world. Don't forget to share this video. Like, leave your comment at the comment section. Don't just watch it alone. As you're watching, share it. Share it to other people to also watch and know what is going on. So Biafran Prime Minister posted this on his official Twitter handle. He said, for the first time, we are changing the game. To defend Biafra land against aggression is a task we are doing. A very sophisticated weapon will go into use by the Biafra Liberation Armies and the Biafra resistance fighters to secure our land in the next phase of this liberation. Don't forget that yesterday, some group of unrepentant Boko Haram from Nasarawa trooped into Biafra land. Don't forget that. And Biafran Prime Minister updated us on his official Twitter handle. He posted it. He said, intel came that terrorist soldiers from Nasarawa State drove into Owerri capital city along Okigwe Road yesterday around 3:45 p.m. There were about 5 buses loaded with armed Nigerian terrorist soldiers and the 2 open forerunners. They said I should take note. They are taking positions already. I told to monitor them and see whether they will go back complete or whether they will go back at all. You will see when they come, but you can't see when they leave, because they will not be able to leave. They will not be able to leave Biafra land, because they did not come to Biafra land to do anything good. Rather, they came to kill. As Hope Uzodinma told them, shoot aside anything you see or anything. I don't know, whatever they told them to come and do in Biafra land. What Biafran Prime Minister is telling us now, that for the first time, we are changing the game, because the oppressors are using every tactics being suggested to them to make sure we're being subdued. But we'll keep resisting them, and we'll resist them and flush out their terrorist, unrepentant Boko Harams. They are sending to Biafra land till Biafra is restored. Biafra land can never be taken over by these terrorists coming to Biafra land. The fools inviting them will regret their actions, and they will surely pay. They will pay so dearly. Hope Uzodinma bringing unrepentant Boko Harams from Nasarawa State. The soldiers you are bringing to your land or to your state were unable to defeat Boko Haram, ravaging the north. Your own land that was peaceful before now, you turned it into a battlefield just for you to remain in office and to please your Fulani Kabaz or Fulani masters that stole your hands mandate and gave to you. Hope Uzodinma, you should know this. The Biafran Prime Minister made it clear there will be no election in Biafra land, in Imo State, precisely. Because since you stole your hands mandate, all you have ever done in Imo State is to kill our people. Imagine, because of election, Hope Uzodinma invited unrepentant Boko Harams from Nasarawa State, and they trooped into Biafra land, making all kinds of noise. Did you see the video? How they were making noise up and down. Now, Biafran Prime Minister said that our gallant men are changing the game. To defend Biafra land against aggression is a task we are doing. A very sophisticated weapon will go into use by the Biafra Liberation Armies and Biafra resistance fighters to secure our land in the next phase of this liberation. Don't forget Ogbunigwe. Our newly acquired Ogbunigwe we'll really deal with them. She'll surely deal with them. Because we can't allow them do as they please in Biafra land. Somebody said paraparatia leather weapon. They don't, just that the enemies don't know how prepared we are. If we can hold them down for 3 years without any help, talk more of now. The wound in our hearts is still very fresh, very, very fresh. And we can't allow them do as they please in Biafra land. We can't. Biafra land belongs to us, and we will do everything within our power to defend our land and protect our people. Our land can never be taken over. As the Fulani Kabas and their terrorist army allow the bandits, Boko Haram and the jihadists in the north to operate as they please in the north, sacking people from their communities and their villages, that is what they want to do in Biafra land, and we can't allow it. As they allow all those things to be going on in the north, can't allow it in Biafra land. If you don't know, that is why they are trooping into Biafra land. That is why you need to keep putting our gallant men in your prayers. You need to keep supporting them. Because if not for them and Biafran Prime Minister, they would have overrun the Biafra land. And that is what the fools that call themselves Eastern politicians or leaders want. They don't care if their land is being taken over. They don't care. All they care about is their selfish interest and their political ambition. They don't care about any other thing. If we don't defend our land, protect our people, nobody will do it for us. Ask yourself, for how many years have we cried to international communities to come to our rescue? They keep playing deaf ears and turning blind eyes to all the atrocities going on in Biafra land, or all the inhuman treatment Nigeria terrorist government have been melting on Biafrans. If we don't stand up and do the needful, nobody's coming to do it for us. If we keep quiet, the oppressors and the enemies and the killers of our people will take over Biafra land. So yes, the new dimension phase of the Biafra liberation movement, our armies are the pillar of location. No retreat, no capitulations until the Biafra nation is achieved. So Biafra Prime Minister is letting Biafrans know that a very sophisticated weapon will go into use by the Biafra liberation armies and Biafra resistant fighters to secure our land in the next phase of this very struggle. If we don't do what we are doing, the enemies will overrun Biafra land and they will take over Biafra land. You know what next? When they succeed taking over Biafra land, they will subdue you, funalize you, slave you, and do what again? Islamize you. You will no longer have any say. And that is what they want to do in Biafra land. The reason we would resist them with everything we have. Biafra land belongs to us. When you hear about new dimension, this is the new dimension we're talking about. If we don't do what we're doing, they will take over Biafra land. If you're against what you are doing, that means you're an enemy of freedom. You don't want us to be free. You don't want yourself to be freed. If you want to enslave yourself, enslave yourself. We do not want to enslave ourselves. We have endured enough. They can't continue marginalizing us. They can't continue killing us. They can't continue doing as they please in Biafra land. One thing the enemies fail to understand is that volunteer army that still have fresh wounds in their mind can never be defeated because they will fight with everything in them. That is what they fail to understand. The humiliation, intimidation, and marginalization we have endured in that zoo is enough. Even little children, even there will be triggered to fight for their freedom. Talk more of adults. Those that are supposed to tell us, those elders, those that call themselves those Eastern leaders or traditional rulers, they are the ones that are supposed to back us, reminding us why we need to resist Nigeria, reminding us what they did to us and why we must fight with everything we have to resist Nigeria. They are the ones kicking against our freedom. They are the ones campaigning for one Nigeria. They are the ones that want their people to be marginalized more and more and be enslaved. They are the ones trying to sell out their land for their own selfish gain. That is the reason some non-Igbos will be asking, is it that Igbo politicians have short memory or they don't have at all? Sometimes they will be writing such things. They will be saying these things in comment section. That Igbo leaders or Igbo politicians are the people. They are the worst people on earth. You see the comments coming from non-Igbos. You know that these fools are really, they are our real enemies in Biafra land. They are the ones dragging us back. You can't tell me that these fools that are aware of the war, how millions of Biafrans were killed, what they did to us, and what we are still passing through in that zoo are the ones campaigning for one Nigeria. You see them calling us miscreant, calling us jobless because we asked for nothing but freedom. Look at Biafra land. All the seaports in Biafra land shut down. All international airports in Biafra land shut down. And they opened dry seaport in the north. These fools didn't say anything. They didn't make any comment. Because they are willing to do the bidding of the Fulanese. If the Fulanese say, oh, Southeast is what we want, they will hand over Biafra land to the Fulanese. They only rant when it affects them. It's only when that's the only time you see them ranting about fairness, justice, and equity. Or equity, fairness, and justice, whatever they call it. That is when you see them. The last time I heard Dev Omaya cry during the election, it's about how these fools betrayed him also. Abandoning him and supporting northern candidates. He started ranting about fairness, justice, and equity. How Ndibo, she like Ndebo instead. But you people have been selling us out to the Fulanese, inviting unrepentant Boko Haram to kill your people. It's only when it affects them. When soldiers troop into Biafra land or invade communities or villages in Biafra land and kill our people, set houses ablaze, you will not see them rant about justice and equity. They will turn blind eyes and play deaf ears. As if it doesn't concern them. As if it's not in Biafra land. You will see soldiers killing our people, harassing our people in Biafra land. These flavors will not make any comment. Go to Imo State and count how many houses these unrepentant Boko Harams coming to Biafra land raised down. Go to Imo State and know how many people they killed in Imo State. Or should we talk about Fulani killer headsmen that were raping our old mothers before now, butchering our people in the farm? Did you hear any comment from them? Somebody like Woto came out and said, before you touch any Fulani headsman, you will first of all kill him. That's an elder from Igbo land. And if you ask these people about Biafra war, they will tell you that millions of Igbos were killed. For what exactly? For Nigeria to remain one. Are we supposed to be in that contraption? After killing our people, are we not supposed to have equal right in that zoo? But no. Do you know what they rated us? See, third class citizen. If we are even in the third, if we are not fourth, they denied us everything, and now they want to take over Biafra land. That is why we are telling them that Biafra land can never be taken over. And to think that we have gallant men that volunteered to defend Biafra land and protect our people. Oh yeah, they bobo. And anybody saying so the enemy is coming to Biafra land. You push have it in mind. A new rural, sophisticated weapon we're going to use by our liberation armies and resistance fighters to secure our land. You people will meet massive Wotowoto in Biafra land. So Biafran Prime Minister, Biafrans said that you are talk and do. Everybody trusts your leadership and judgment because your wisdom is teachable. It is next to nothing. And all thanks to Chukwu Okike Abiama for raising this great vessel. If not, enemies would have been laughing at us now, making caricature of themselves and not us. Elohim is in charge. What our gallant men need is our prayers and support. And that is what I'm pleading every Biafrans to do. A genuine Biafrans that loves what our gallant men are doing, how our gallant men are protecting our land, defending our people, our land and protecting our people. And what our PM is doing. So Biafrans, I will stop here. Biafran Prime Minister said that for the first time we are changing the game to defend the Biafra land against aggression. It's a tax we are doing. And a very well sophisticated weapon we're going to use by the Biafra Liberation Armies and the Biafra resistance fighters to secure our land in the next phase of this liberation. The enemies will not stop, but we will stop them. We will make them know that freedom is every human's fundamental right, And their call for freedom is not a call for war, but they turned it into war. And that war they brought to Biafra land, we will defeat them. We will win it because Biafra land belongs to us. We are not dragging Nigeria with them. We are not invading their land. Rather, they are invading our land, killing our people. They are dragging our land with us. So tell me, how can they win this very war? They can't. Especially when we have a volunteer army. Have you seen a volunteer army being defeated before? Elohim Chukwokika Abiyama is always with them, as long as they're fighting the right fight. And our gallant men are fighting the right fight because we are in our land. What we are doing is defending our land, protecting our people, for our land not to be taken over by terrorists. That is what we are doing. So Elohim is with us. He will end this very struggle. This very struggle is his project that no man born of a woman can stop. Don't stop supporting our gallant men and our struggle. It's for your own good, it's for my own good, your generation good, my generation good, and our children yet unborn's good. You wouldn't want them to start where you stop suffering. So that is it, dear friends. I will stop here. May Elohim continue to guide and protect our gallant men, our Prime Minister, genuine Biafrans all over the world, and our Supreme Leader. Say, thank you all. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section.